Hi everyone, in this video I want to share 4 actual real incidents which happened with people who are in their 40s. All 4 of them were jobless. All 4 of them had 15 plus years of experience, but they got fired or they had to leave their job either due to personal reason or because the company asked them to leave. So all 4 of them were jobless and they had diverse experiences. So I want to share their stories because I got to either work with them or I know them through my personal references. So the first one is where somebody with a operations manager background or a project manager background got fired from a very well-known product company last year. So this person actually got a severance pay and he was cool in the first 3 months because the severance pay was coming in and he was confident that I will get a job. In the first 3 months when he did not get a job, that is when he approached me. I worked with this person for several months, but we could not either get the right calls, or when he got the calls, he was not able to convert them. So it took around 8 to 9 months for this person to get a job. But he had immense patience. He put all the efforts which are required to get the right kind of calls. And salute to this guy because it is not easy to remain unemployed for such a long time. Finally, he was in a mindset where he thought, okay, if I'm not going to get a job now, I'll probably end up driving a Ola or a Uber because I need some finances to support my family. But he eventually got a job because of his ability to do networking in the WhatsApp groups. So he joined certain WhatsApp groups and from there he got some connections and his profile got shared, and that is how he landed an interview. And eventually he got a job with a startup. So that is the first case. Second case is where 2 people who were around 20 years of experience, both of them were in a program manager plus maybe a delivery manager kind of a role. Both of them were on the pool and then they were asked to leave the company. These 2 guys struggled for 3-4 months. They did not get enough calls from the big companies, but then they changed their strategy. Then they started to target small companies and startups. That is where they started to get calls. And eventually they failed in the first few interviews. Then one of them got a job with a startup. Another one got a job with a small company. The only sacrifice or adjustment that they had to make is the kind of salary they were getting earlier and the salary that they are getting now is not on the same page. So they are not earning as much as they were earning earlier. They're probably working at a little lesser salary. But the good news is that they are still working and eventually they can again shift their job they want to when the market changes and has a positive swing. So why I'm sharing this is that you need to understand that there will be a time period when you will be unemployed and you need to have finances for that time period. Plus you need to have the right motivation, you need to have the right thinking, you need to have the right approach while searching for a job. The last and the fourth example is of a technical person who was fired 1 year ago, almost 12 to 15 months ago. And this person finally thought that, okay, corporate world is not good and he started to work on his family business. But then he got bored and he said, okay, can I come back? And when he came back, he started to learn a new tech stack. And it was a very steep learning curve for him. He spent 2-3 months of time learning and then applying, and then he got rejected in the initial few rounds. But eventually he got an offer from a startup which is headquartered in the US. So again, in this particular case also the salary may be almost at the par in terms of what he used to get 1 year ago. So what I have observed in all these cases is all 4 people were above 40 years of age. Some of them were 45. All 4 of them were somewhere in the middle management cadre. There was so much of negativity or so much of hopelessness in their minds that initially they had to conquer or fight with that, because in their surroundings, in the ecosystem, everybody is saying, okay, senior people are not getting calls, 40 plus people are not getting jobs. So they had to first fight that mindset or that kind of thoughts. Then they had to tailor or focus on what kind of companies should we target, and within those companies what kind of role should we target. Once they became laser focused on what they actually wanted to hunt, then it became very clear that they will eventually get a job if they are well prepared for the interview. And they really prepared well. Initially they failed, but then they really put their heart and soul and they really prepared well. So what can we learn from them? You should not care about what your neighbor is saying, what your neighbor's dog is saying, what anybody else is saying. there is a job for you in the market if you are really, really going to put your efforts. The only person who is not going to get a job is a person who is going to try randomly and who is going to stop because somebody else said that you will not get a job. I'm pretty sure that if you are watching this video and if you are jobless, you can get a job. It is just that you need to bring in focus. You need to think about what kind of company, what type of company, what kind of role do I want to target in that role? What are the skills and experiences required? And how do I put that on my resume so that the recruiter feels, yeah, this is the person I want to hire. Where was this resume till now? This is the resume I really needed. That is how you need to package your experience and skills on your resume or on your Naukri or LinkedIn profile. And then lastly, most important, start to prepare for the interview now. You can use ChatGPT, you can go to Glassdoor, you can go to Quora.com. There are so many places where people have shared their experiences. Some of them will be on YouTube also. A lot of people share their experiences. So please prepare for interviews. Don't wait for that interview call that, okay, tomorrow is my interview and today I will start to prepare for the same. Okay, that is not how it works. All right. So to end this video, I again want to tell you, everybody can get a job. Don't worry about what people are saying about the market. Stay focused, prepare well, and have patience. Have the patience and the resilience to apply, then give interviews, then learn from your mistakes, prepare again, and I'm sure you will be able to crack a very good job offer. With that, I take your leave. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think about it in comments. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you like the video, hit the like and the hype button. I will see you in another video soon. Take care and bye for now.